10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This demonstration video is taped directly from the display monitor of the Silicon Graphics Iris 2400 workstation to 1-inch videotape. No special video editing effects are used. Motion display sequences such as the one you are now watching are taped in real time as they run on the workstation display. The software was written using calls to the high-level graphics software library. Traditional motion techniques, such as microcoding software or frame-buffered pre-computed images, are not employed. Silicon Graphics Computer Systems is in fact the only workstation vendor balancing the 32-bit computing power of the workstation with equivalent or greater power for fast display response. Why? The equation time equals money is a fact of life in the workstation environment, particularly where time is the response time of the workstation display. IBM has published studies on the effect of improved system response time. Highlight: when a computer and its users interact at a pace that ensures that neither has to wait on the other, productivity soars, the cost of the work done on the computer tumbles, employees get more satisfaction from their work, and its quality tends to improve. Consider the effect of response time on project time to completion. In IBM studies of interactive graphics applications, reducing display response time from 2 seconds to just 1/2 second resulted in documented time to completion improvements of 50%, 60%, and more. In a separate response time study, IBM scientists document dramatic jumps in user productivity measured in transactions per hour as display response time is reduced. Notice that the curve measuring user productivity is nearly vertical as response time passes below 1/2 second. The Silicon Graphics system provides display response that is instant. We believe that the productivity of companies racing to market, or racing to deadline, or maximizing the output of key individuals will require a truly interactive system. Not seconds, not fractions of seconds, but real time, motion. Our goal? Deliver a workstation with the fastest display response possible with no price penalty. The Silicon Graphics solution: a workstation that meets the processing and networking requirements of the marketplace. Motorola 68010 or 68020 CPU. The Unix operating system with 4.2 Berkeley extensions including demand paging. Ethernet local area communications. And our multiple exposure window manager for multiple displays on demand. Display performance is not addressed by add-on accelerators, but rather through a VLSI solution designed into the fundamental system architecture. 12 of these 80,000 transistor VLSI geometry engines in a pipelined configuration provide the power to put high-level software in motion through direct hardware support and execution of displays. Displays created using the high-level software commands of the graphics library, radically reducing the time required to create dimensional visuals that move. It all comes together in a system that transforms, clips, and displays data at rates to 70,000 coordinates per second. Gives you 22,000 depth-cued lines per second with true perspective. The system performs operations with full 32-bit floating point precision. Your workstation calculates and draws Bezier, B-spline, cardinal spline, and other cubic curves in real time. It gives you smooth surfaces, Garot shading, and hidden surface removal using hardware Z buffering. And fills polygons at up to 44 million pixels per second. 3 fundamental approaches to the display set the Silicon Graphics system ahead. First, the system thinks in color. Second, the system thinks in 2 and 3 dimensions. Third, it thinks in motion. Color, dimension, motion. Why are they important? Because in the what-if process that is engineering and design, color, dimension, and motion are not luxuries. Color, dimension, and motion are the essence of the design. Whether you are using color to differentiate the circuits on a layout, create graphic visuals, look at designs under different light sources, or preview completed surface designs. whether you are using dimension to evaluate spatial relationships, speed the construction and alteration of models, or motion to simulate the behavior of your design. Color, dimension, and motion are essentials. The benchmark is always the same. The fastest, most intuitive design cycle becomes the industry standard design cycle. Once your users, or your competitors' users, have experienced real-time response, they will not settle easily for lesser productivity. That is why the Silicon Graphics solution deserves your serious consideration before you commit to a workstation vendor. Because the productivity and creativity that Silicon Graphics brings to engineering are certain to become the standard by which high-performance workstations are measured.